Hi there, Terry back again. Hope I find you well. Welcome to my latest video. Excuse my sweaty head, but it's been very hot in England, just for a change. Anyway, a number of people have asked me to make the part 2 of Planet of the Apes before they lose interest. Joking. Well, the lose interest bit. Anyway, to save putting them away twice, I thought, well, okay then, let's do part 2. We'll begin with the ongoing that lasted 16 issues. I missed the first of 4 issues, but did get the trade. I will show you the A covers by Carl Richardson. It ran from April 2011 to September 2013, and all 16 issues were written by Daryl Gregory. Internal art was Carlos Magno, and the colours by Nolan Woodard. The first 4 issues had the title The Long War. These stories take place before the original Planet of the Apes films. Ape and human societies have reached a new golden age, but peace never lasts for long. Ripples of dissent are spreading in both camps, and then a mysterious assassin guns down the beloved ape lawgiver. This was cover A of number 1. Then on my left, number 2. And again on my number 3. And number 4. And still talking about the first 4 issues. Tensions reach boiling point. Can one human solve the mystery of the lawgiver's murder before war engulfs all of society? Or is this the end for apes and humans alike? Right, the next 4 issues were called The Devil's Pawn. Number 5 is by Carlos Magno. And number 6 by Carlos Magno. And the assassin of the lawgiver blows theirself up and becomes a martyr for the cause rather than being caught. Now the 2 granddaughters of the lawgiver, the ape Alea and the adopted human Sullivan, prepare the respective sides for the coming revolution. Then we have number 7 by Damien Cucchiario. And number 8 by Carlos Magno. Right, 9 to 12 were called Children of Fire. And the number 9 cover is by Sam Kennedy. And the number 10 is by Mitch Gerards. Ape leader Alea sent the white troop into the South Town to bring the human population under control. But the resistance under Sully fought back, buying time for many of the residents to escape destruction. And now in the hands of Alea, her old friend and now most potent enemy, Sully must stay strong until help arrives, if it ever does. Number 11 is by Carlos Magno. And number 12 is also by Carlos Magno. Right, the last 4 issues. The Half Man. Number 13 is by Damon Cucchiairo. Number 14 is by Carlos Magno. In this story arc, which leads into one-shots to complete the story for now, Sully, the leader of the human resistance movement, no longer believes in peace as the answer. Now Sully fights back for humanity against the woman she once called sister, who even now is caring for Sully's child as her own. That's the leader of the apes, Alea. Number 15 is by Carlos Magno. Like number 16. Then we have the annual that was published in August 2012, towards the end of the ongoing series. This is the cover B by Rael Lyra. It contained 4 stories. Firstly, First and Last Days by Daryl Gregory, artists Carlos Magno and Darin Moore. Then we have A Boy and His Human, written by Karina Becco, art by John Lucas and Studio Parlapa. Next, Old New World by Jeff Parker, and the art was by Benjamin Dewey and Nolan Woodard. And lastly, The Scroll, writer and artist Gabriel Hardman, and the colours by Matthew Wilson. Then we had 3 one-shots that continue the story of the characters from the ongoing series. All written by Daryl Gregory, all penciled and inked by Diego Barreto, all coloured by Darin Moore, and all lettered by Ed Dukeshire. And firstly, we have the special cover by Marek Olesicki, and it was published in 2013, February. Colours by Blonde. And when the lawgiver, the revered ape leader, was assassinated by a human, Ape City fell into a vicious civil war. 10 years have passed, a fragile peace reigns. Leia, once the voice of the ape ruling class, has been deposed and awaits sentencing in prison. Sully, the exiled leader of the human resistance, has begun to rally forces, both human and ape. But there is a greater danger around the corner that neither can imagine. Right, the third one. The Planet of the Apes, a Giant, September 2013. The cover by Marek Olesicki and the colours by Blonde. The end is here, as Leia and Sully must find a way to set aside their differences and face a threat bigger than they ever encountered. But is it big enough to stop the humans and the apes from destroying each other first? Next, we have a 4-issue miniseries published between November 2011 and February 2012. It's written by Karina Becco and Gabriel Hardman. Gabriel Hardman is also the internal artist and the cover artist for all 4 issues, and the colouring by Jordi Belair for all 4 issues. This one is called Betrayal of the Planet of the Apes. The synopsis for the series: 20 years before a man named Taylor fell from the stars, ape society is in flux. The rigid caste system is breaking down. Humans can't speak and are considered animals, but are tolerated in the city. Scientific curiosity is smashing old taboos, but not everyone is happy with the new status quo. Some would even break the lawgiver's most sacred commandment. Ape does not kill ape to halt the march of progress. Next, we have another 4-issue miniseries, again written by Karina Becco and Gabriel Hardman, who again does the covers, but the internal art this time is Mark Lamin. Jordi Belair, she is still doing the colouring. It was published between March and July 2012, and it was called Exile on the Planet of the Apes. And the synopsis again for this series: ape society is evolving, yet not all primates are considered equal. Humans alone lack the power of speech. 2 years ago, Dr. Zaius banished all humans from Ape City, launching a campaign of eradication. But one among them was one among them was taught to speak with his hands. And now the human rebellion has begun, and they don't need to speak to find their voice. 6 issues this time, published between November 2014 through April 2015. It was written by Michael Marecki, illustrated by Dan McDade, and colours by Jason Wordy. All the covers are by Christopher Mitten, and it was called Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. So what's this one about? Well, it bridges the 10-year gap between the rise of the Planet of the Apes and the dawn of the Planet of the Apes movies. We have the fall of humanity and the rise of Caesar's civilization. And while the apes of the world have yet to advance as species, Caesar must find a way to unify them to one cause. On the other side of the country, Malcolm must venture into decaying America with the family to find a cure for the plague slowly killing his wife Rita. The world powers will shift as civilizations collapse and rise. Right, back to 4 issues for this one, or the penultimate one. This one was published between July and October 2017. It was written by David F. Walker. The pencils and inks were by Jonas Scharf, and the colours by Jason Wordy. All the covers are by Mikhail Borulko. Borulko. This one was called War for the Planet of the Apes. And these 4 issues are set between the movies Dawn of the Planet of the Apes and War of the Planet of the Apes. San Francisco lies in ruins as the war for survival between man and ape rests on the shoulders of one solitary soul. Right, now the last one. This time we have a crossover. It's written by Ryan Ferrier, pencils and inks by Carlos Magno, colours by Alex Guimarães, and all covers are by Mike Huddleston. It was published between November 2017 to April 2018, and it was called Kong on the Planet of the Apes. Number 1, following the events of the first Planet of the Apes movie, it's the 1968 one, Dr. Zaius and General Ursus lead a small group of soldiers to the Forbidden Zone to destroy any remaining evidence of Taylor's time among them. To their surprise, they discover a Kong. Now they must venture to Skull Island with Cornelius and Zira to discover the truth, but they may not survive the deadliest journey of their lives. Number 2. Dr. Zaius, Cornelius, Zira, and General Ursus, the fleet of guerrilla soldiers, discover human natives on Skull Island and the last surviving Kong. Number 3. Kong is taken in by the group I mentioned in number 2. They all seek to learn more about this mysterious creature and the natives of Skull Island. Number 4. The Armada completes their treacherous journey and Kong is revealed to Ape City. Number 5. Having brought Kong from Skull Island to Ape City to quell the uprisings, Zaius realizes the situation is rapidly spinning out of control, as Kong is not the only visitor from Skull Island. And the last issue. It all comes down to this: the final confrontation between Kong and those damn dirty apes who tore him from his home. Well, that's it. I hope that satisfied your Planet of the Apes itch. Please thumbs up, comment, subscribe if that's your thing. I still have this silly idea that one day in the distant future I may get 500 subscribers. Well, before I'm 70 anyway. We can all dream. Now, remember my Friday videos, especially for you Americans out there. May the 4th be with you. No, that's a different 4th, isn't it? But there you go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you Friday. Bye.